6 points of difference.
Young James Nathan, the 20-year-old, the concrete layer, makes it 6. So it's 32-28. This game has well and truly come alive. The extra work being done by the Richmond Bulldogs, as Peter explained, maybe now starting to tell. Going up the middle could be the key, the simple way, the simple route to glory for the Bears this afternoon.
I can understand fatigue, but Richmond, there's something not right.
They're tired.
No, I can understand fatigue, but they need to get on the front foot, and they need to be confident, and they need to go for the next 9 minutes. If they think they can protect the lead, this is what's coming.
How about that for a run from big Tangata Reala?
And the crowd is starting to do exactly what you would expect and want them to do. Get on the back of the underdog, get on the back of the team that's looking to take over.
Here come the Bears. Vaiula. Vailua plays the ball. Nathan swings it. Starting to move now. They've come alive.
It's a ragged defensive line.
Very ragged defensive line.
Booth
Booth just fires it up the back. Taliapa, and they've gone wide again. Stephen Carroll not able to find some gaps.
There's a lot more purpose, and they know there's something at the end of this, Glenora. They know they're in it. They come again.
Still a tackle up their sleeve. This will be the 5th and last now. Rua will play this ball. They're 15 out. What have they got in them, the Glenora Bears? They're only a converted try behind. Oh, it's gone between the legs. They will get an extra set. So it's all starting to roll for them now. Having had 2 tries disallowed early in the second half, now they are feeling that there is something in this match.
This is a crazy game of football. For most of it, Richmond have been dominant right throughout. They've played the better football. They have looked a lot more likely. They have threatened so much more. Yet, their completion rate hasn't been good. They've allowed Glenora to play. And Glenora thrown a lifeline. They're still in it.
That was Sefo Burke who went off for the head clash. Great big run by Vailua. The 2 front rows setting their stall. Ball's gone out the back though and lost. It's been lost and Richmond have got it back.
Referee looked to the touch judge to get a call as to whether or no there was a strip. That was waved away. It was dismissed. No appeal.
Everything just a little bit slower now for the Richmond Bulldogs. Mickey Nasa playing the ball 18 out from their own line. Some of the purposes dropped off the...
Well, they've clocked off in the last 12 minutes, thinking that the game is won. Knowing that they're down to 12, they're just trying to protect the lead. And in trying to protect the lead, you're just inviting Glenora back into it.
Good big defensive set now required by the Bears. They'll want to snuff this one out.
That's a carry you're looking for. And you need another.
Logan Wright.
Go to the kick.
Logan Wright with the carry.
It's last tackle, lads. He's offside.
Ball lost.
You are kidding.
Handover on the 40-metre line.
What happened there?
Ball drop, knock on.
He was offside.
There's Vailua again. Boom! Just like that. How about some more?
And that's a way to finish the game. The young France, young hooker. Played tough, played strong.
Very strong. Been very impressive, the number 14 for the Bulldogs. There's the skipper, Stephen Harrison, just working them inside the 30-metre line now of the Bulldogs' territory. Rua, not great ball. There's Vailua again. How about some more? Give me more. Plays the ball, looks at the ref, says, what about this? Says Rua again, his second touch in the set. They desperately want to push this one closer and lock this game up, the Bears.
They've got to be careful with their aggression as well. The Glenora comes again.
Loose pass, gone at the back. Marvin France all over it. There's Vailua looking for someone. Hold the ball. 5th and last for the Bears. Their last completion of the set was ugly. Nathan puts it, it's popped up into the Bears. They're still running in circles. They've got to straighten up and keep going. This time now, have they got it? Well picked up, but great defence and stops them about 3 out. Ball lost. Penalty. Good effort by Dwayne Pickering from the Richmond Bulldogs, but the ball's stripped.
No, it's all good.
Mr. Price calls time off.
I'd like to see that last play, calling it a strip. An opportunity for, there it is there. Oh.
Lost the ball. Lost the ball. Lost the ball.
There's been a couple of interesting calls. The one prior to that, when the Bulldogs, it was 5th tackle, they played it forward. Should have been a penalty to Glenora.
The pace starting to take on, hit some of these Bulldogs players. I think it's Marvin. Is it Marvin France done a back play with cramp?
If it's only cramp, we're going to play on.
Well, you heard it.
The cramp's gone away. I'm back.
Oh,
gamesmanship.
Stay in when I blow the whistle.
I see a bit of that last night in the Tigers Sharks game as well. Greg Bird, John Cartwright not too happy with them staying down. That grapple tackle, it's going to be a nightmare, that one.
Titan season over though.
It's gone.
Along with the Roosters, beaten by Penrith, who the Warriors face next week. But are the Bears gone? They trailed by 6. They need to convert it, try to lock this one and possibly push it to golden point. The clock is against them. 76 gone, almost 77 minutes. The ball has popped out. The strip called. Bears discipline letting themselves down.
Well, and it's what Richmond needed. They needed the back end of us. It's 2 consecutive penalties. There's another one for you. 1, 2, 3. How many have we got here? 2, 3, 5. 5 umpires. There you go.
Logan Wright. Oh, strong hit by Vailua on right. That's what you like to see. Mao. Steps 1, steps 2. Still going, Manu Mao. Great run, 2 down to the 10-metre line. Have the Dogs got 1 left in them to seal this game? Nutai. Nutai looks to offload his back slammed onto the deck here at Mount Smart.
Watch for the field goal.
France goes left. Francis Ledger jinking his way. Surprise, surprise, didn't put the ball to toe. Reached out, thought the line was closer than it was. Yeremia spots the gap, steps 1, still going. Yeremia, thump to the deck, 5th and last.
Watch for the field goal.
No,
can't see anyone with a field goal. Costo, no one appears set. Hang on,
back,
you're right. There. Field goal coming.
Bingo.
And field goal successful for the Richmond Bulldogs, courtesy of Aaron Nutai. And that should be game over in the 79th minute. It's 33-26, courtesy of watch the field goal, Aaron Nutai.
Yeah, right on the 79th minute, I heard the word yell out, Halsey, and there it is.
And the Pies just went behind you, Pete.
Perhaps one of the better looking drop goals than what we've seen over the last few weeks. There's seen some absolutely atrocious, some ugly efforts. But again, the 1 point is all you want.
33-28. For so long, the Glenora Bears looked like they might just get themselves back into this one, and they did, essentially. But now the small errors letting themselves down, and the host of Bulldog supporters up here in the commentary position just cheering like young boys that they are.
Well, it's
remembering their days.
Well, for the likes of Jeff Ackland and Mount Albert, they remember what it was like in the Sharman Cup coming through in the 70s. It was only the back end of the 80s that they got into the big flight.
Oh, you've taken the smile off his face pretty quickly. Clock's almost done. The Richmond Bulldogs are going to go on and face Papakuta next week.
Well, it's fitting for Richmond. They've played the better for most of this game. Well, had some nice touches, some nice lead-up work. And I look forward to a great grand final up against Papakuta. 2 very different styles. Papakuta like to use the football, fleet of foot, nice little touches, a lot of skill.
Some great front rows too, the likes of Logan Wright, who really has stood out this afternoon. Got great feet. I wonder if Costa's going to put up, watch out for the field goal call. What's he doing? I'll take the tackle. And there you have it. Week 1 of the Fox Finals. Marvin France screams with delight. They have got themselves, you might suggest, out of jail a little bit. But the final score here, Richmond 33 and Glenora 22. Richmond were leading 20-8 at half-time when they went down to 12 men. But Stephen Harrison and the Glenora Bears certainly did not disgrace themselves with some great play by their big men, Tangata Reala and the likes of Vaelua, carving things up in the middle for the Glenora Bears. They're not dead and buried yet, though. They will get an extra life. And the Lion Red Fox Memorial, they'll ponder what might have been. And Peter, it might have been the fact that slow starts certainly did cost them.
Well, I think they also did it tough at times. They had plenty of opportunities presented at them, particularly when Richmond was down to 12. At times they were at pains to try and find the edges. But when they got there, particularly in the last 10, when they knew that they were still in the game, they had a crack and they dug deep and they went to the end. But Richmond, at the back end of it, when you look at it, they played some better football. They looked the side that had a lot more to throw at them. And now they just take a moment to reflect. They got it today, but the bigger ones next week.
Are the Richmond Bulldogs bound for grand final day, 15th of September, Mount Smart, number 2? That we will wait and see. Yes, the Bulldogs did bite them this afternoon. They bit the Bears and bit them good. The final score here today, 33 points to 28. Fantastic footy on a great day. We're here at Mount Smart. We celebrate the 1977 Auckland team that beat all comers as the Warriors get set to face the Seagulls in week 24. What a day it should be. Join us at 1:45 live on Sky One as the great game continues live.